that like life is spontaneous and it's beautiful, and I'm learning how to just sit in that space of like, I don't really know what the fuck is going on. Hi Wildflowers, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for tuning in, and if you are returning, thank you, I appreciate you. As you all may know, I like to just jump into my videos. So last week we unpacked what it is like when peace finally arrives and your body doesn't know what to do with it. But this week I want to shift the lens just a little bit, because what's been sitting with me lately is how deeply I've held on to being hyper independent and how hard it is to let that go when you've survived so much and you don't need to survive so much no more. I'm super hyper independent. Like when I say get shit done, I mean I get shit done. I don't wait on nobody. I don't ask for help. I don't believe anybody can do it the way I do it. And I used to wear that like it was the badge of honor. Like, look at me, handling shit alone, thriving and surviving in storms, being the dependable one when no one shows up for me. I was just like, look at me. I'm just like, I'm doing this shit. But truthfully, what I had to sit and realize, like, I don't trust anybody. I didn't even realize it was that deep until I had to face myself. I used to say this all the time, like, don't nobody have my back. I'm always the one there pouring into everybody else. I'm so alone. But when I got real with myself, I saw that I was the problem. I had people who were genuinely trying to show up for me. Folks who were in my face like, I got you, let me help you. You ain't got to carry this alone, or you don't have to carry it by yourself. But because I've been hurt so many times, because I've been let down so many times, because I felt like I was like stupid in a lot of situations, and I never want to be like stupid in situations, I couldn't receive it. I couldn't receive that help. Also because like a lot of people will like help me and throw it in my face, and I don't like that. I don't like when people throw shit in my face. Like, if you're helping me, do it from the kindness of your heart. Don't do it for, oh, well, later on I did this for you, so you need to do this for me. Like, I don't like that. That's weird. I feel like if you're going to help somebody, do it from a place of love. Do it from a place of, like, I genuinely want to help you. I genuinely want to see you win. Not for it because I want something in return later on. That pain created a sore spot in me. Somebody would try to come and, like, love me or give me something, trying to support me. Instant block. My mind was already like, why would you even want to help me? What's the motive? I hit them with like, I'm good, or I got it, or I'm straight, like I can do it by myself. Not because I didn't want help, but because being open meant being vulnerable. And this heart has been broken so many times that I eventually put it on lockdown for years. I am not proud of it, but I can admit it now. That sore spot turned into someone I did not recognize. It turned maybe into it turned softness into suspicion. It turned me into someone who lived in survival even when I didn't need to anymore. At some point, I stopped showing up because I wanted to and started showing up because I had to. And that's when my energy shifted. I leaned harder into like my masculine energy, not just in how I moved, but in how I loved, how I spoke, how I held space for myself. I didn't feel safe receiving. So I became the one who overgave, and kept pouring, even when I was empty, even when my cup was cracked or damn near broken. And all of that, even the parts of that pattern was born out of pain, trust broken, boundaries tested, people I believed in throwing dirt in my face, people who I thought loved me did the most hurtful shit to me. Each betrayal added another lock to my heart. Each disappointment turned openness into defense. Each disappointment made me not want to be open to anyone because it just felt like, why? So you can just hurt me in return? Like, I know, it's just traumatizing, but still. And you know what else I realized? I talk fast, like really fast. I used to say, like, I'm from Florida. That's just how we talk. But doing the work and working on yourself, you realize it's deeper than that. That's my nervous system, always racing, always rushing, always trying to say it before I get cut off or misunderstood. That's what unhealed energy sounds like. Urgency is self-protection. It's a lifetime of feeling like the world isn't listening. So let me get it out before someone walks away. And I'm learning still not to talk so fast. Like, I've been talking so fast, like when I go back and look at my videos, sometimes I feel like I'm talking too fast. So like, I'll be talking fast and I'm like, start talking slow, because then my mom is like, hey, slow down how you talk. You know, no one's going to talk over you. Nobody's going to interrupt you. Say what you say and say it effectively. You don't have to say it too fast. You can breathe when you talk. So I'm learning, because like, I've been living in fight or flight, but calling it my personality. I've been living in survival, but dressing it up like strength. And I didn't even realize how much of that bled into how I experience love, receiving love, especially safe, steady, and peaceful love, which sometimes can feel like I'm standing in foreign territory with no map. I noticed it when love stayed consistent, when life got more stable, when I had moments where I could finally rest, and instead of peace, I felt panic. But not the kind that scream at you or yell at you, the kind that whispers, the kind that talks so quietly and say like, oh, you didn't earn this, or there's someone who needs this more than you, or the one that says, don't get too comfortable. You already know how this ends. That's when I realized that I wasn't struggling because life was hard. I was struggling because I didn't believe I was allowed to feel like this good in life. That I didn't have permission to be calm, especially when I used to be like the one carrying everything, the one always having or holding things on my back. The old version of me, the fixer, the over-functioner, she still feels guilty sometimes for choosing peace. I cannot lie. Sometimes it's not really always other people keeping us stuck. Sometimes it's the way we treat ourselves. I had to realize that I was still addicted to the feeling of earning. If something didn't come through like with pain or hustle, I didn't trust it. I felt like it was just too easy for me to have like, this is weird. I looked for something wrong. I didn't know how to let myself be held without performing first. That is what unworthiness does. It convinces you that ease means dangerous, that softness is suspicious, and that the help that you receive is a trick, and that someone's gonna come along and like throw dirt in your face as soon as they're done helping you, you know, one day or a couple years from now, maybe sooner than that. Now I'm learning to let the good things in life land, to breathe through the weirdness or being held, to let it be awkward and unfamiliar. I still get tense sometimes, but now instead of pushing it away, I pause and I ask myself, what about this feels scary? Is this discomfort or is this danger? Is this me not really being able or not really knowing how to receive this? Like, what is it? I'm learning to stop mistaking old fear for present truth. I'm learning that help doesn't always come perfect, but it still counts. I'm learning that not everyone in here in life is trying to use and abuse me. And I'm learning that the version of me, the one who's softening, the one who is slowly learning to experience life one breath at a time, she is definitely not weak. She's not needy. She is free. She is allowed to be free. HyperIndependence definitely got me here, but it can't take me where I'm going. And where I'm going, I need to be able to receive. I need to be able to trust softness. I need to be able to hold joy in my hands without trying to pay for it. And I am getting there, slowly, intentionally, but I'm getting there like a turtle. And I'm getting there, even if it's slow, even if it's not coming like, I'm getting there. And it's all intentional. And that is enough for right now. And if this is you too, give yourself some grace. I will always say give yourself grace. You're not broken. You're just learning how to be loved, how to receive love, and how to lay down what was never yours in the first place. Life doesn't give us what we want. It gives us who we are. And I'm learning that. Like, life is spontaneous. And it's beautiful. And I'm learning how to just sit in that space of like I don't really know what the fuck is going on. I don't know who I am without this dysfunction. I don't really know who I am without being hyper independent. I don't know who I am without all the things that made me who I am or who got me this far. But I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm evolving, and sometimes this shit gets hard. Sometimes this shit is weird. Sometimes I don't know like what I'm doing, but I'm gonna be okay. Shit, we're gonna be okay. If you're going through something, if you're trying to figure out who you are and try to lay down like that survival, that hyper independence, lay down the things that kept you surviving, give yourself grace. Hold space for yourself, but also journal it. Journal. I still have journals from when I was in like 5th grade. I washed one of them by mistake, but let me say 6th grade. I have them from when I was 6th grade, so y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, tune in next week for the next video.